making another mistake forcing something. He reset himself and found a lane to pick up the first down.
Taking it right down Broadway. Javonte Williams, touchdown, Washington. Javonte Williams with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7.
Set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
2nd down, here's Willis. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come, we get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week.
He's got him in, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, that's how you convert on 3rd down with an explosive gain of 34.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. You talk about this Washington defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
Trenton Cannon, his first carry of the ball game. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
Broncos.
3rd down, it's Willis. And that will be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. Slide able to put this one through. Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
Take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
On second down, Wilson. Open here, Adam Thielen. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, Wilson able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 70 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Second down and 4.
Alert. Cook right.
Here's Wilson. It's Williams on the catch. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards the pickup there.
That's going to be a good matchup for him, using him out of the backfield and telling those linebackers, hey, you're not only going to have to try and run with him, but you're going to have to try and tackle him in the open field.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd. (10-7) our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
Commanders 7.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Play action. It's Wilson. And his throw is incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. it's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg, but how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
To the air on first down. Here's Willis. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Commanders will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
Touch 50, touch 50. Move the team.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And his throw here is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. Finding Lockett for the catch here on the out route. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third and 2, now Wilson. Williams loses the football. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the first down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, and he was short of the first down, but not by much. Trying his best, as you noted, to get there. Sometimes that extra effort can cost you.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. They went counter there offensively, and a couple of defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were, and you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't even have to block the defender. He can run himself out of the play if he doesn't read his keys properly.
And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, Run around with the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Ready.
Now Willis. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he's got it. In the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Kyle Pitts, 37 yards. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Now Wilson on second down. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First catch on that one for Kelce, and it's a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. Second and a couple. Now Wilson changing the play. Looking to throw on second down. Wilson. To the right side, it's Kelce. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 38-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to one.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing is Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
They work now on 2nd and 9. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Here's Wilson. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, Washington. Garrett Wilson, 36 yards. And the Commanders are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point splits the uprights, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Robbie Gould set to kick off.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice game.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
Hyatt able to make the catch downfield. And a loose football. And it's Washington that scoops it up.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster, and we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
Can you, when you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out of it, away from your body, or you're trying to extend to get there, or maybe you're just trying so hard that the ball will come out of your hands. In any event, that's a big opportunity lost.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen.
There he goes, left side. Now he's free up the left sideline. Javonte Williams. The race is on. Touchdown, Washington. Javonte Williams with his second touchdown of the game and fifth on the year. And the Commanders will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Commanders 24, Seahawks 17. Robbie Gould set to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Okay, ready.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. Rager, the man in motion. Willis will look to throw on first down. That one finds Hyatt.
Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Go street.
Rager, the man in motion.
Buffalo 18. 65 cat, 65 cat.
On first down, Willis.
And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here we go. Back.
Here's 2nd and 10. Second down throw coming by Willis.
Touchdown, Seahawks!
Jalen Hyatt.
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Seahawks have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
Time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half, because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Willis to throw on second. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That catch puts him right at 100 yards receiving now, and it also gives him a first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Warriors 70. Cup 19. Cup 19.
Back to throw, Willis. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
2nd and 10. Second down, here's Davis Price. And he'll get about 2 there to the 36.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Willis looks to pass it here. That is caught. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
19 Lions. Mustang 19.
Now Willis on 1st and 10.
A quick throw, but incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with it. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Ready, ready.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Now Willis to throw. Short throw caught by Pitts.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Davis Price on 1st and 10.
And they'll get this down to the 10. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They'll run on 1st down with Cannon.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 2nd down, this is Cannon. And he will score! Touchdown, Seattle! His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year and 3rd overall. And the Seahawks have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
The extra point by Sly is up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the 2nd half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Wilson.
This one swung out to Williams.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
14. You guys listen. Alert.
From midfield now, here's Wilson.
Will get this one to Kelsey. That's complete.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Gotta go, in and out, let's go.
Again, Wilson. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 41.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Straight ahead, this is Cannon. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Trap 60. Check smash. 79 Broncos.
Here's Willis. Well, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off.
And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Up the middle, it's Williams. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Wilson. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll bring up 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Caught. Yards as he's tackled at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6.
Hurt. Panther 11, 70 Ranger.
On the counter, Davis Price. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
First down, and they go right back to Davis Price. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Another touch for Davis Price.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Davis Price up the middle.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Give to Davis Price up the middle here.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, snapped at the 11. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
19 Tigers. 60 Mavericks. 60 Mavericks. Warriors.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
Okay,
So
ready?
7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Come 19. Come 19. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 19 tight. 19 tight.
3rd down, it's Willis.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
A 28-yard attempt.
Slow able to put this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Now Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wilson.
Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Washington. Garrett Wilson.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Commanders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
Set to kick off.
This crowd, boy, in a state of shock. What was once safely in hand is now a tie game as the kick is away here. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
This is 1st and 10.
19 Lions.
Willis to throw.
And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Mustang 19.
Now Willis. He's got his man. It's Hyatt.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Got it. Ready?
Here's 3rd down at 5.
18, Pioneer. Trap 60, trap 60. 79 Broncos. Let go. Ready, ready?
Here's Willis.
And got his man complete.
Down the right sideline. And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line.
Now that is the 2-minute drill at its very best. Get the completion, get a big chunk of yardage, and then get out of bounds to save those timeouts. You cannot do it any better than that.
Let's go.
Now 1st and goal.
Ready?
Davis Price. Fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts
as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game.
Get it. Hurry, hurry. Go.
And here's another kneel down as they'll try to set up the game winner.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout.
And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Go.
A little unconventional, but another kneel down here as they work towards a field goal try. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. And they're not going to get the kick off in time.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Here we go.
Here's a big one. It's 4th and goal.
19, 18. 18, Rattler. 18, Rattler. Ready.
Throwing, Willis.
This is going to be caught. He got it. It's a touchdown, and forget overtime. Barring a miracle, they're going to win this thing in regulation.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now.
Slide for the PAT.
And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And they're going to have terrific field position as they finally get to him, but just shy of the midfield stripe.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Bring it out, bam. 35, 35.
Wilson to throw.
A throw out wide going to be incomplete.
One final shot now. I'm not even sure he can get it to the end zone, though, from this distance.
That's going to take as much arm as he has, and you actually have to plan for the contingency. Maybe you're playing a tip. Try and get someone down who can tip it up and keep it for your own team and try and get to the end zone that way.
Spot that.
One last shot for Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So for the Seahawks, the train just keeps rolling 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they will hit the road next week.
Meanwhile, for the Commanders,
it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.